And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, apologies for the background, apologies for the audio, still recording on my phone. I'm currently out on the road still. The wedding's on Thursday, I'm nearly there. I did bring my green screen with me, but I just haven't got enough space in here. So yeah, let's just see what happens. I might be back in the studio later for today's upload, but just bear with me for now as we sit on the phone in the hotel room. I mean, this is quite a big TV for a hotel room, by the way. But anyway, guys, enough about my life. Let's go on and talk about the actual main stuff, guys. Of course, with regards to the Rangers managerial hunt. Of course, Michael Beale has now been sacked for 36 hours. And already now, as normal, we will start to see the proceeds and what's going to happen with regards to who's going to be the next manager. The favourites start to emerge. People will be ruled out. People will rule themselves out. People will show interest. And that's what this sort of couple of days is for. We're not in a rush at this moment in time. We've probably got around a nice week comfortably before we get into the international break with Stephen Davis taking the helm, of course, going out to Cyprus this week. Followed by the game against St. Mirren. I do think a lot of the interviews will be held this week in order so we can have a new manager in the door ready so we can have that 2-week period with the players. Now, yesterday, of course, I did a video, went sort of through the favourites. Now, in regards to the sort of bookies' favourites, you're going to have loads. You're going to have a mass amounts of list of people. However, it does seem as though there is a certain favourite, and we have got an update with regards to him. We're also going to be going through a few other candidates and just the latest in general with regards to the Rangers managerial hunt. I don't think, as I said, it's not a knee-jerk reaction. We'll be waiting. As I said, I think Rangers will be very, very patient as to who they appoint. But, of course, the main man, of course, being linked to the football club is Kevin Muscat. Now, Kevin Muscat seems like he's a favourite amongst the sort of fans and supporters. People like his sort of style of play, if you like. People like what he's done out in Australia. People like what he's done out in Japan. I think he went to Belgium. I don't think he did well there, but certainly his sort of bulk of work down in sort of Australasia and Asia has been absolutely fantastic. But again, I can't sit here and tell you I know a lot about this. I know Kevin Muscat, of course, from his time at Rangers, but sort of known as a sort of madman. Neil Warner, it was Muscat, you know, just like a madman within the English Championship. So again, I'm not really going to sit here, and I'm never going to sit here and pretend that I know anything about him. But I have, of course, like many of you, sat there and read stuff about him, read what people have said about him as well. So just bear with me. I'm going to read a little something from a Premier League star, Bridges, basically, who spoke of Kevin Muscat and what he's kind of like as a manager. He basically said he's doing unbelievable things at Yokohama F. Marinos. He followed Ange Postecoglou from Melbourne Victory. He went to Japan. He continued the trend there. Obviously, what Ange Postecoglou did at Celtic, winning the treble last season, and then going to the Premier League, there's a lot of Aussie coaches that they have been given the green light where they've got at other clubs, radars and boards, and are thinking, hang on, the Australian coaches have got much to offer. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Muscat at Rangers. He'll definitely be getting interviewed for it, no doubt, or they'll be trying to get a hold of him. It would be very interesting to see him back to the club where he played his football. So he's also got the fans, they've seen him play, they know how much of an animal he was on the park. But I think they'll be very disappointed when they see him today, how placid he is now as a coach and how much of a nice guy he is now. But he did a great job for them. So watch this space. I wouldn't be surprised if we would see him in the Scottish Premiership. So yeah, that's what Bridges, of course, is talking about with regards to Muscat. Pep Guardiola also spoke of when he played them in pre-season. He said, wow, in terms of the way he plays football. He certainly brings the wow factor. That's what Pep said. And there's, of course, reports stating that Kevin Muscat is now sort of delaying contract talks with the J-League side Yokohama F. Marinos as he looks to try and do this. But one thing is for certain is that he will be interviewed for the Rangers job. Whether he gets it remains to be seen. However, one thing is for certain is that he will be interviewed. Rangers do see him as a sort of potential, and of course we're going to be probably exploring a few different options. We're not just going to be running straight in, and of course there's other names been linked and emerged as well. So the other one, of course, that a lot of fans are getting favourites for now, I think he's gone above, is Pascal Jansen. I spoke of him yesterday. Pascal Jansen, again, at AZ Alkmaar, has done fairly well, got to a European semi-final, the Conference League semi-final. Was top of the league, has done pretty well with AZ. Probably unfortunate that COVID struck when it did, because Ajax and them were sort of top of the league, joint top of the league, same points, with about 4 or 5 games to go. So there could have been a chance that he could have won an Eredivisie, but again, a Dutch coach apparently plays really good football as well. But somebody that Frank de Boer has apparently recommended, and somebody that has apparently alerted to say that he is interested in the job. So I wouldn't be surprised if Pascal Jansen as well is being linked with the vacant role, interviewed for it certainly. As I said, around this sort of time, you will start to see these favourites. You will see a short list that Rangers will have, and they will speak to them all individually. Now, it's important that Rangers get it right, and as I said, this week will be imperative to what we do and how we get these players in, get this manager in. One that I've kind of vocally spoke about a lot of people still coming for me in the comment sections, but I still stand by it. I definitely do stand by it, and that's of course Graham Potter. I don't think he'll be the next Rangers manager now, unfortunately. I thought when I did the initial match reaction, or when I did the initial sacking reaction, I really felt that there could be a possibility that Graham Potter would come in, and I think he would do. I think he still is the best man for the job. Genuinely, I do. Maybe a little bit soft, but genuinely do think he would be the best man for the job. But as I said, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. It's currently looking like Kevin Muscat, Pascal Jansen are all going to be getting interviewed over this next week. And apparently as well, of course, coming from Argentina is the boy from River Plate, Gallardo. So again, another name there. Again, not too sure what to think. People don't really like too much foreign managers. However, Kevin Muscat doesn't really count. He does count foreign, but of course he's like Australian. He's born in England and he's played for Rangers. So I wouldn't say that. Maybe Pascal Jansen, a Dutch coach, but we've got quite a good history of Dutch coaches. But again, Graham Potter would be my obvious choice. I'm not sure about Gallardo. We'll see. We'll certainly find out. But that's the current latest. Muscat is top, and he will be getting interviewed this week. And Pascal Jansen is another one as well, along with Gallardo. And I feel Graham Potter is slowly slipping away. I don't think that's going to be the next Rangers manager. But Rangers fans, do let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below with regards to the managerial hunt. And who do you want to see in the dugout at Ibrox? Let me know a name down there in the comment section below. Again, apologies for this, guys. I will be back to normal very, very soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for daily Rangers content, and hopefully we'll get the manager, and we hopefully can go into the right path and find success this season. Take care, guys. Peace.